Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. Here's your fourth stimulus check update and daily news report. In today's video, I will be discussing the new possible stimulus payment timeline, as well as how lawmakers in Congress want to address wealth inequality in the United States. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here today. Later on tonight, I will be announcing the winners of this week's $75 Amazon gift card giveaway. You can still enter the giveaway. All you need to do is subscribe to my channel, like this video, and also leave a comment below. Both monthly stimulus checks and one-time stimulus checks worth up to $2,000 have been proposed in Congress to follow up the round relief payment sent out earlier this year. The United States economy is still continuing to recover from this crisis. The IRS is still continuing to send out $1,400 third stimulus checks to all eligible Americans, including some plus-up payments for people who received less money than they were entitled to. Last month, a group of Democratic lawmakers in the House Ways and Means Committee sent a letter to President Biden requesting that the Biden administration add a fourth and even a fifth stimulus check to the American Families Plan announced earlier this spring. In a press conference this month, White House Press Secretary Jen Psaki said, "The president is certainly open to a range of ideas. That is a great sign, everyone, that we will be seeing more action being taken for more financial relief for millions of Americans." The most noteworthy economic effort in government currently is President Biden's $2.25 trillion infrastructure investment proposal, the American Jobs Plan. The proposal is a long-term initiative to rescue, recover, and rebuild this country's financial standing. Biden's American Rescue Plan Act, which created the third stimulus checks, did also boost tax credits for most parents with children under the age of 18, but only for the year 2021. Most parents and legal guardians will receive a tax credit of $3,600 for children under the age of 6 and $3,000 per child aged 6 through 17. Biden's American Families Plan, which is separate from the American Jobs Plan, will seek to extend those tax credits, including the advance payments through the end of the year 2025. The American Families Plan would also mandate up to 12 weeks of paid parental leave and subsidies for child care. But it is good that the third stimulus check timeline happened very quickly following the Biden administration's decision to pass more stimulus relief. It only took a few weeks for Congress to debate on President Joe Biden's American Rescue Plan. Once the president signed the bill on March 11th, the $1,400 checks were sent out a few weeks later. If lawmakers in Congress decide to use the budget reconciliation process to pass the next spending bill, then we could see more checks being sent out in late July or sometime this August. With the budget reconciliation process, it will be much easier for another round of stimulus checks to be passed through Congress. A plan to improve the country's infrastructure is getting support from both parties. U.S. Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg is really happy to hear that Congress is taking real action. During an interview, Buttigieg said, "It's encouraging to see real movement." The scaled-down bipartisan infrastructure plan, endorsed by a group of Republicans and Democrats, would cost about $1 trillion. That's half of what President Joe Biden originally proposed. When asked whether enough votes can be found to support the plan, Pete Buttigieg said, "I do think that there are certainly some major investments being talked about here for transportation. For example, and that's a big part of how we meet, not just bipartisan goals, but things that I know my party cares a lot about and Americans care a lot about, around equity and around climate. I'm very hopeful about what this could lead to." The plan would not raise taxes on corporations and the wealthiest, which is a potential sticking point. Buttigieg also stated that President Biden will not support a measure that raises taxes on the average American wage earner. He said, "There is a red line for this president. He's not going to raise taxes on people making less than $400,000 a year because, in his view, they are paying enough." Even though her infrastructure negotiations with Joe Biden ended last week, Senator Shelley Moore Capito is still rooting for a responsible plan, but she is also keeping an eye on Senate Democrats. Other lawmakers like House Speaker Nancy Pelosi are also wanting to address wealth inequality in the United States. Nancy Pelosi applauded House Representative Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez's commitment to addressing generational disparities and increasing worker power in naming her to the new Select Committee on Economic Disparity and Fairness and Growth. Democratic Representative Jim Himes will chair the new panel that is designed to tackle the gap between America's top CEOs and worker pay, with Speaker Pelosi calling the widening chasm a historic picture of injustice. The new committee is charged with studying and recommending proposals for making the economy fairer and ensuring more Americans have opportunities. Representative Ocasio-Cortez, the author of the Green New Deal and Federal Jobs Guarantee, applauded the job of the committee, saying this is an extremely important moment. So everyone, I would love to hear your thoughts on this. Please leave your thoughts in the comment section below. So that is the end of the video for this morning. I hope you found this video helpful today. Don't forget to enter the $75 Amazon gift card giveaway, which is scheduled for later on tonight. All you have to do is subscribe to my channel, like this video, share the video, and also remember to leave a comment below. Thank you so much, everyone, and have a very, very blessed Friday.
Thank you. Well, thank you, Madam Vice President. 156 years ago, 156 years, June 19th, 1865. John, thanks for being here. Major General of the Union Army arrived in Galveston, Texas to enforce the Emancipation Proclamation and free the last enslaved Americans in Texas from bondage. The day, as you all know, and we repeat some of what was said, became known as Juneteenth. You all know that. A day that reflects what the Psalm tells us. Weeping may endure for a night, but joy cometh in the morning. Juneteenth marks both the long, hard night of slavery and subjugation and a promise of a brighter morning to come. This is a day of profound, in my view, profound weight and profound power. A day in which we remember the moral stain, the terrible toll that slavery took on the country and continues to take. What I've long called America's original sin.